Thank you for joining us in this lesson. We are going through Form 4 Mathematics under Trigonometry. And the question we have says, solve the equation that is 4 cos squared of x plus 3 into the cos of x minus 1 is equal to 0 for the range of the values of x between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So let us look at the solution. We have 4 cos squared x plus 3 into the cos of x minus 1 is equal to 0. We have x, which represents the angle, and the angle is never squared. We only square the ratio, which is either cos, sine, or the tangent. And in working out this question, we can say let cos x be, for example, y. And if cos x is y and the cos is squared, we are going to have y squared. And y squared times 4 will give us 4y squared. Then cos x is y times 3, we have positive 3y minus 1, and this one is going to be equal to 0. Once we have this, remember this equation is quadratic in nature, and therefore we are going to use product sum factor method, where the product is going to be equal to 4 times negative 1, that is a times c, which gives us negative 4, and the sum is going to be equal to the value of b, which is positive 3. So we need two numbers whose product is negative 4, and the same two numbers will give us a sum of 3. Those numbers are going to be negative 1 and positive 4, such that negative 1 times 4 you get negative 4, and negative 1 plus 4 will give us a sum of positive 3. Once we have the numbers, we come and split the middle term using the numbers. So we are going to have 4y squared. Instead of now 3y, we are going to use minus y plus 4y, such that minus y plus 4y will give you positive 3 minus 1, and this one is going to be equal to 0. Once we have this now, we can factorize them in pairs. And if you look at 4y squared and y, you realize y is common on both, and therefore y is factored out. And once y is out, then here we are going to have 4y minus 1. Then this bracket is going to be equal to the same as the one we are going to have when we factorize the other pair. That is 4y minus 1. And now to factorize this, we are going to look at what is common between 4y and 1, which is 1. Once we have done that, we are going to have y plus 1. Then we pick one bracket. Since they are the same, we are going to have 4y minus 1. And this one is going to be equal to 0. From there now we know that y plus 1 will be equal to 0. Therefore y is going to be negative 1. And then 4y minus 1 is going to be equal to 0. 4y is going to be equal to positive 1 if we take negative 1 to the other side. And therefore, if we divide both sides by 4, our y is going to be equal to a quarter. Once we have that, we said let cos x be equal to y, and the first value of y is going to be equal to negative 1. So if you want to get the value of x, we are going to find the cos inverse of negative 1. And if you use your calculator, the cos inverse of negative 1 is going to be equal to 180 degrees. Also, we said let cos x be equal to y, and another value of y is a quarter. So, to get the value of x, we are going to have the cos inverse of a quarter, which is the same as 0.25. And if you take the cos inverse of 0.25, it is going to give us 75.52 degrees. 75.52 degrees. So let us use the unit circle so that we can get all the values that we need. This is our unit circle. Remember, this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. And we know cos is positive in the first and the second quadrant. So if this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, and this one is going to be 360. So we are going to measure 75.52 in the first quadrant since all the angles in the first quadrant are positive. So our angle here is going to be equal to 75.52. Since cos is positive in the first and the fourth quadrant, we are also going to measure 75.52 from the x-axis. So this angle here is 75.52 degrees. So to get the range of the values of x is going to be equal to, the first angle we are going to measure from 0 is 75.52 degrees. Another angle is going to be equal to 180 because already we have said x is 180. And another value of x is going to be equal to, we are also going to measure this angle in the fourth quadrant from x going this way. So this angle is the same as 360. You minus 75.52. So if you take 360 minus 75.52, this one is going to give us 284.477, which is the same as 48 degrees. And that now becomes the range of the values of x that satisfy the given equation. Thank you for watching and welcome to the channel. And in case you haven't subscribed, kindly take a second or two and click that subscribe button.